Across these plains and prairies, Rocky Mountain highs, fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke and white line, still horses side. There's a lot of hell. Back in my younger days, they were wild days. Yeah, wild days. Life was just one big joke.
All right, so at delivery, you can see they got the crane set up. They had us back in. We're at a Giant Eagle grocery store. Had me back in. I'll show you. Had me back here and down here. Kind of, it's actually the best choice, but I was sitting down in a parking lot over across the road over there, waiting on the crane to get here, and the crane came in. He pulled in right behind me, so that was good. He got backed in here and got all set up. They called me and said, come on over. And they blocked traffic for me, so that was good. Looks like they're getting ready. I'll show you the angle that they have. I'm gonna try to pull the footage off of my truck cameras so you can see me backing in here. This was a little tricky. This is what they had me back in. I was over there across the road, out that way, and sitting over there waiting on the crane. Crane got in here, and I ended up backing in, kind of like he's going out right there, just backing in through here.
Chicken, trucking, finger licking, trying to keep it in between the lines. Bird dogs are hunting, straight pipes are puffing. I'm loving this days of life. County Mountie in the middle, think I just peed a little. Glad I ain't got no panties on. Don't need no bugs on my glass, bears on my ass, or pop singer singing country songs. Chicken trucking, big wheels they're humming, high rate of fuel consumption, missing mama, needing loving, rolling with the wailing sound, running like a southern shaker. I don't need no 40 acres to turn this rig around. I'm jacked up like a Chevy, but ain't heading to the levee. Lord have mercy sakes alive. On this high step and double clutching, gear jamming, chicken trucking, old school outlaw ride. Sticking, tooth picking, possum grinning, coffee sipping, roadshow passing through your town. A rambling gypsy on a road with 18 on the floor and 18 pounding on the ground. I don't need to see bubblegum machine, blue lights flashing bright. On this highball and skins are crawling, 6 days without my darling, gonna make it home tonight.
That's our setup right there. Looks like they're getting ready to take it off. Good thing I called the customer on this one. I was planning on delivering this first thing this morning, 8 o'clock, whatever. They said that Monday morning delivery, so I assumed it would be, early in the morning. Well, apparently they have these docks here. And they do a bunch of loading and unloading at those docks. And all that happens in the morning, so they needed the docks to unload and load in the morning. So we couldn't get the crane in here until 11 o'clock. So it's a good thing I called on Friday. It's another one of them things where you want to call your customer, make sure they know and you guys are on the same page, because if not, I'd have been sitting down here since 8 o'clock this morning, and as it stands, I got to sleep in a little bit, had breakfast and some coffee with my wife in the morning, so that was nice. Looks like they're getting ready.
Big wheels, they're humming. High rate of fuel consumption. Missing mama, needing loving. Rolling with the wailing sound. Running like a southern shaker. I don't need no 40 acres to turn this rig around. I'm jacked up like a Chevy, but ain't heading to the levee. Lord have mercy sakes alive. On this high step and double clutching, gear jamming, chicken trucking, old school outlaw ride. Oh, chicken trucking, big wheels, they're humming. High rate of fuel consumption, missing mama, needing loving, rolling with the wailing sound. I'm running like a southern shaker. I don't need no 40 acres to turn this rig around. I'm jacked up like a Chevy, but ain't heading to the levee. Lord have mercy sakes alive. On this club looking, chicken trucking, big wheels, they're humming. High ballin', skins are crawling. 6 days without my darling. High stepping, double clutching, gear jamming, chicken trucking, old school outlaw ride. Outlaw ride. Ooh, outlaw ride. Out here on this highway, rolling on now 20 years. Just like my dad before me, coffee, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm addicted to the white line, a prisoner of the road. Ain't no cure for this disease that brings us outlaws and rogues. When they locked me up, they handed me the keys. I'm pulling 18 gears of life, no chance of parole. My heart belongs to Jesus, but this highway owns my soul. It's a crime, I'm doing time just to send it on down the line. I'm pulling 18 gears, 18 gears, 18 gears of life. Some say I'm semi-crazy, my God, it's hard to tell. This diamond tuck and leather just might be my padded sail. Those pictures on my dashboard where I've watched my kids grow up.
Alright, well, all they gotta do now is take those 2 boxes off the back. Looks like they're gonna strap them and grab them, so be out of here pretty quick.
They understand the cost of diesel in my blood. They know this rambling man and what sets me free. I'm pulling 18 years to life, no chance of parole. My heart belongs to Jesus, but this highway owns my soul. It's a crime, I'm doing time just to send it on down the line. I'm pulling 18 gears, 18 gears, 18 gears of life.
What's going on, everybody? Monday. Back at it. Monday morning. Well, it's Monday evening now, but got my generator delivered. You saw the delivery on that in the last episode, or the pickup on that in the last episode. Got it delivered today down in down by Pittsburgh, and that was some interesting stuff, like having to weave back through there to get into delivery. Made it a little bit interesting, but we got it done, got it delivered, everything's good. So got that delivered. It was about 12:30 when I got out of there. Then I bounced over to New Philadelphia, Ohio, and picked up a truck chassis. This chassis is actually going to be a cement truck at going to get the body put on it at a cement truck. They build the bodies for concrete mixer trucks. This one's going to be one of those in Cynthiana, Kentucky. We're going to deliver it. Should deliver it first thing tomorrow morning. Then I'm doing, after that, I'm doing something that I don't normally do, and I'm probably going to get picked on quite a bit about it. But you know, it is what it is. Get the way this week's worked out. I'll talk about that in a minute. The different types of freight I have, I just need to get from one place to another, and I figured why not make a little bit of money doing it. Hopefully it's no big deal, but I'll jump out here and show you the truck we got. It's a standard truck chassis, no big deal, nothing different than any other truck chassis that we get from New Philadelphia. That's our baby right there. Looks exactly like all the rest of them. No real difference at all, just a little bit of framework difference. This one's diesel, so that works out really good. That allows me to be able to drive this thing off at my leisure, and I'll talk about that in a minute too. Securement on this thing, same as always, man. One chain up front. Did one chain with 2 binders. Just hook straight to the trailer with the binder. Hooked up there in the hook with the chain. Tighten her down. Back end of this thing, I did exactly what I always do. Standard X chain. There it is right there. Again, I think I talked about it on the last video. Again, we're having the same problem here. In order to fit in the parking space, I had to jump up over the curb and then even back myself in after I put my boards away. I had to back myself in a little bit tighter just to be able to fit in the parking space. So that's our load for today. It's gonna look very similar to most of the loads this week, except for tomorrow's pickup. So I'm gonna jump back inside and we'll talk about what I got going on this week. Talk to you in a second.
ATMC, you got a lot?
Of course. This so currently in Walton, Kentucky at the Flying J. This truck stop is it's pretty big, got a lot of parking spaces, but their parking, the way they did there, it's like an angled parking lot, and they're kind of curved spaces, and man, it messes guys up. Like, this place is it's nuts watching guys try to park in this place. It gets real busy. It's super busy right now. Definitely will continue to get busy as the night goes on. Kind of very weird parking spaces, but whatever, it is what it is. Again, I showed you outside, I had to jump over the grass in order to get my nose out of the, and even then I'm not really as far off as far back as I'd like to be to protect the nose of this truck, but I don't think I can get much further back without hitting that fence. So anyways, what we got going on this week, we got that generator delivered, ran over to New Philadelphia, picked this concrete mixer chassis up. It's going down. I'm gonna deliver it in Cynthiana, Kentucky tomorrow morning first thing. I called the customer on this one. I was really hoping, the way this has worked out is I have on my books right now, I have the Cynthiana, Kentucky load, I have a Columbus, Ohio load, both out of New Philadelphia. All of these are coming out of New Philadelphia, truck chassis just like this one. And I have 2 Fort Payne, Alabamas that I get worked in. What I had hoped was going to happen was that crane would be there first thing this morning. I'd be able to deliver that. I'd run over to New Philadelphia, which was roughly an hour and a half or so, deadhead. Run over to New Philadelphia, pick up the Columbus, run it down to Columbus, deliver it, run back up to New Philadelphia, pick this one up, come down here to Cynthiana, Kentucky, deliver tomorrow morning. That's what my plan was, and then I would go back up, snatch up the first of the 2 Fort Paynes that I got left. But unfortunately, it's not how today worked out. The crane didn't get there till 11. Thank God I called him on Friday. I talked to him Friday. I was expecting an 8 a.m. delivery, and he called and said, man, we got to leave these docks open for the deliveries on this. It went to a grocery store, and he said, our crane's not even going to be here till 11 o'clock. So I had to wait till 11 o'clock for the crane to get there. I ended up showing up about 10 after 11 or so, and the crane pulled in right behind me. So I went across the street in a little parking lot, hung out there for a few minutes, then came over. Once the crane got set up, I came over, backed underneath the crane. They were super fast about it, real good guys. very good people to work with. It was just as smooth as it could possibly be. It just, these things take time. Getting a crane set up, getting the piece rigged correctly to get it off the trailer and get it spun where it needed to be. There was a light pole in the way. They were kind of working around that, and then getting it set down on its pad. These things just take a little bit. So I got out of there about 12:30, bounced over to New Philadelphia, picked this truck up. I'm headed down to Cynthiana. I kind of adjusted what I was going to do. I just told you what my plan was. I adjusted, and now I'm gonna run this Cynthiana down, deliver it, then I'm gonna go back up tomorrow. And the way I thought this was gonna work was, my plan was to go back up tomorrow, get to Columbus, Ohio, run it down, deliver it, and go back and get to Fort Payne. Unfortunately, because these guys don't start until 7:30 tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get there early. I'm gonna try to get this thing off the trailer, get it ready for them. As soon as they get there, they'll be able to just sign the bills, walk around it, do their thing, and I can get out of there. But the time frame from Cynthiana, Kentucky back to New Philadelphia, it's going to be about 4.5 hours, not including whatever traffic I run into in Cincinnati, which is hit or miss. You don't know what you're going to get. So I was concerned that if I get out of there at 7:30, that's going to be probably 5:30 or 12:30 or so before I get back up to New Philadelphia. I pick up that Columbus, run it down to Columbus. That's 2 hours at least. So now you're talking 2:30. By the time I get back up there for the Fort Payne, it's going to be 4:30, 5 o'clock, which they like to go home once in a while. So I don't want to ask them to have to stay late. So I adjusted again. I think what the best plan now is, I'm gonna deliver this in the morning. Our office has customers down here in Kentucky that haul something I don't normally haul, and this is going to be interesting. I kind of got out of the coil game a long time ago, and I pick on. It's kind of a running joke that I don't know how to haul coils anymore, and so we're going to go pick up a coil, and it's going to be making some money to get back up there. I'll run it. It's kind of like picking up right on the way, delivered right on the way, basically. I'll deliver that, then I'll run over and pick up the Columbus load out of New Philadelphia, run it down to Columbus. Now I'm being told that the customer, it's a proving grounds that I'm going to. It's a test site. They don't allow any filming. In fact, they put stickers over your cameras so you can't take pictures or film while you're in there. So we won't get any footage of a delivery on that one, but I'm being told that they receive 24 hours a day. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how to make that happen, but we're gonna give that a shot tomorrow. So I'm hoping that I can get that picked up tomorrow. After I deliver the coil, I'll run over, pick it up, get it down there. Hopefully they'll be there. I can deliver it, and that'll allow me to get most of the way back up to New Philadelphia before I gotta park tomorrow night. And then Wednesday morning I can roll in there, snatch up my Fort Payne, Alabama, and run for Fort Payne. That'll allow me to get Fort Payne delivered first thing Thursday morning. And then I'm hoping that something pops up down there in Alabama that gets me right back to Ohio, Pennsylvania area. Possibly deliver that Thursday. Hopefully it's got enough money on it I can wait, deliver that Monday morning, and then reload the last Fort Payne, Alabama on Monday morning. That's, we make these plans and these plans get busted. We make a new plan, that plan gets busted. Make a new plan. In the Marine Corps, we had a saying that no good plan survives contact with the enemy, and that's kind of the way this is going this week. So we're going to see what happens. That's the new plan. Plan C, D, E, F, G maybe, I don't know. Somewhere, we're pretty deep in the alphabet for our plans now. So that's the new plan. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully it works out. But right now, it's quitting time. I'm gonna go in here and get a shower, grab some clothes. I'm gonna go in here and get a shower and grab something to eat and do a little bit of editing video, and we'll be filming at delivery tomorrow morning. Talk to y'all then.